If you or your loved one is impacted by diabetes and have questions, the Barbados Diabetes Foundation has the answers.
It's always easier to reverse diabetes, certainly control it properly and avoid complications if you at least know that you have it.
But it's just again to re-emphasize the importance of good diabetic care. And diabetic care involves really almost every part of the body. So it's your feet, your heart. But again, we're coming back to what our main focus is at this time is the eye care.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren, St. Michael, is your source of diabetic care. You can reach them by calling 243-EYES, 243-3937 for more information.
A happy Saturday to everyone tuned in to VOB 92.9 FM right now. Get ready for 15 of the most healthiest 10th anniversary minutes you will hear on your radio. 15 minutes that after hearing them, you'll be saying, I really feel healthier for true. And it's all with the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, and the Barbados Community Foundation. This is Peter Boyce here. Morning to everyone who's tuned in. I hope you recovered from the Gold Cup and are ready to hear a show that is especially targeted at diabetics and pre-diabetics, telling you all about the Maria Holder Diabetes Center located in Warren, St. Michael. Just as you pass Price Mart, you get off the bus and it's a short walk behind Eunice Gibson Polyclinic, and that's where you'll find all the diabetes services you will ever need. Later in this show, you'll be hearing the General Manager of the Diabetes Foundation, Miss Marsha White, going through all of those services available, cause I know you tired hearing me talking about them. In fact, by now you should know them by heart, but just in case you don't, I will let Marsha go through them with you later. But right now, I know you home listening to VOB with your ears, but I want to focus on your eyes. So why, Boise? You wanna know why? Because Glaucoma Week is coming up. So listen to this. We now welcome to the show clinical lead of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program, Dr. Charles Pierce. Welcome to the show, Dr. Pierce.
Thanks very much.
World Glaucoma Week starts from tomorrow, March the 10th to the 16th. The theme for this year is Uniting for a Glaucoma-Free World. Give us an overview of exactly what glaucoma is.
So glaucoma is the leading cause of blindness in Barbados, and it has a higher prevalence in people with diabetes. So it's very important that we take this week to focus on this significant cause of morbidity and blindness in our population.
So what will the Maria Holder Diabetes Center be doing for Glaucoma Week?
During the week, we are offering free eye pressure checks to the public. All we ask is that you call the Diabetes Center and they will be able to schedule an appointment for you to have your eye pressure check.
How does glaucoma impact on a person's eyesight compared to diabetic retinopathy?
Unfortunately, there's a higher occurrence of glaucoma in patients with diabetes. And glaucoma has a slightly different effect. It does take, in most cases, quite a long time to advance. So most people wouldn't notice the very subtle change as it relates to glaucoma. However, what it does cause in the advanced stages is a type of tunnel vision. So you lose your peripheral vision and you're only seeing at the very center. And this happens very slowly, so most people are unaware until the advanced stages. So it's very important to have a check, especially in our population where glaucoma is so prevalent. During Glaucoma Week, March 10th to the 16th, we will be offering the pressure check as well as our usual diabetic retinopathy screening for the public.
Thank you, Dr. Pierce. And you at home listening to VOB, the number to call if you want to book that free eye pressure check for next week, Glaucoma Week only, or to get your eye screened for diabetic retinopathy is 243 3937. Good. I got something to tell you. I was going through Bridgetown on Wednesday this week, and you know who I butt up on? Dr. Diane Bradford and General Manager of the Diabetes Foundation, Miss Marsha White, and they were at a health launch event in Golden Square, Freedom Park in Bridgetown. So you know, malicious me, I take out my phone and I start recording, asking questions about what was going on here. And this is what I recorded on location in Bridgetown.
My name is Dr. Dan Brathwaite here from the Maria Holder Diabetes Center for the Caribbean. And we are joining forces and supporting the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and the Barbados Childhood Obesity Prevention Coalition on the octagonal warning label Saves Lives campaign launch.
Okay, so what made you decide to be part of this launch? How does it help persons with diabetes?
Okay, so first of all, we always work very closely with the Heart and Stroke Foundation, and we're a very active member and advocate for the Barbados Childhood Obesity Prevention Coalition. We wanted to just really, first of all, obviously share information about our organization and what we do. We know that childhood obesity and generally obesity and just possibly, I would say, more unhealthy kind of lifestyle choices increase the risk of both diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and stroke in Barbados. And we know also evidence has shown that by having simple warning labels on the fronts of food, it can help people to make healthier choices. It doesn't take away the need for formal, proper, full nutrition education, but it can be a guide that can kind of help you make the right choices when you're, choosing your foods in the supermarket. You'll find that we always talk about the actual food labels and reading the nutrition content, but for some people they don't actually look at that, or they may find it a bit overwhelming to understand because they don't understand it. But when you can see something is high in sugar or high in salt or whatever else, it makes it just very easy to just at a first glance kind of take it in. So it's a good kind of, I think, measure or marker that people can use, and we want people to think about it as well, obviously, when they're purchasing things for their children, because we know that a lot of children are eating highly processed foods with lots of sugars, lots of salts, lots of unhealthy fats, and it's raising the risk of diabetes in our younger generation, and also obviously heart disease. And we want to make sure that with the next generation and the generation after that, because I'm not even this generation, I guess, anymore, that we are building a healthier Barbados.
And now we are going to the General Manager of the Barbados Diabetes Foundation, Ms. Marsha White. Ms. Marsha White, tell us a bit about why you are here.
I am here representing the Maria Holder Diabetes Center for the Caribbean and the Barbados Diabetes Foundation. We're here to support the launch of octagonal warning labels Save Lives campaign, and it's a really great, well-intentioned campaign that's going to save lives, as it says, because we all know that warnings work, and this is an excellent step in the right direction to improve the health and well-being of the population of not just people in Barbados but people in the Caribbean region.
So how do the objectives of this event and the Barbados Diabetes Foundation, how do they converge?
Well, obviously diet plays a huge role in managing insulin and insulin resistance, which is what diabetes is in its extreme, and processed foods contribute to high glucose levels, they contribute to inflammation, and we need to know what's in our foods before we consume them. Food is something that we put into our bodies every single day, multiple times a day, so we really need to know what we're putting in there, and this is a really clear way to see whether we're putting in stuff that's going to potentially affect our health and maybe even increase our risk of having something like diabetes.
You are the General Manager of the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Tell us a bit about that center and what its objectives are and the services.
What we have here at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center for the Caribbean is a national treasure. We are unique. We are a center committed to the comprehensive care, treatment, early detection, so prevention, potentially reversal where possible, and also the education about diabetes. We offer everything that you need in a one-stop shop to take care of diabetes. If you get diagnosed, this is where you want to go. We have a full staff of doctors and specialist nurses, technicians. If you think that you are at risk for diabetes, if you're concerned at all, you want to make sure that you come in and see us, because we're going to take really, really good care of you.
Okay, Marsha, tell us a bit about the equipment which is available at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Well, we are so fortunate and grateful to have been donated two very significant pieces of equipment when it comes to the management of diabetes. We have an eye screening machine that does retinal screening, takes your eye pressure. We also have a machine which does vascular screening, so that measures your blood flow in your legs. And as you know, that is very, very important when it comes to avoiding complications that could lead to amputation. So we also do ECG screening, we do kidney screening, and basically we do all of the kinds of screening that you would need if you are either pre-diabetic or already have been diagnosed with diabetes. And we're just so happy to be able to offer this in our cutting-edge facility that offers comprehensive care to diabetes.
The number to call to access all those services and equipment that you just heard Marsha talking about is 243-3937 to make an appointment with the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. As we roll into our song of the day, since we were on location in Bridgetown, we go to a song about Bridgetown. And since we are talking about healthy eating, this is a song that also features healthy food like breadfruit, apples, banana, guava, potatoes, good ground provision food. This is the Honorable Dr. Anthony Gabby Carter with Bridgetown Early Saturday Morning. Compliments, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Calling, singing, come for your breadfruit, come for your corn, come for your apples fresh as the morn, come for banana, come for potato, come for your guava, 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 guava.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Bridgetown early Saturday morning, you see the children, all them smiling, singing, don't be a fool, don't be a fool. Fill up your belly with lovely fresh fruit. Come for your breadfruit, come for your corn, come for your apples fresh as the morn, come for banana, come for potato, come for your guava, 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 guava.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Once you have reached 50, you need to go and get that check done. It's peripheral artery disease. It's a simple test. It's called an ABI test. What they're looking for is to see the blood flow in your lower extremities. And I can't stress enough the importance of getting this test done. I'm glad to know that the Maria Holder Foundation is offering this. You know, individuals need to go and get that test done. It's a simple test. It's all external. Again, it's like taking your blood pressure on your lower extremities.
For over 10 years, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center has been effectively serving the diabetic and pre-diabetic community of Barbados with a range of international standard health services, which include diabetic eye screening, vascular screening, nutritional advice, and consultations with diabetes specialists. So if you are listening to VOB right now and you have a diabetic-related query or you need to make an appointment, you can call 243-3937. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. The last 15 minutes you heard on VOB was brought to you with the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program in partnership with the Barbados Community Foundation and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center celebrating its 10th anniversary. Until next time,
Drink more water. Did you know nearly 1 in 5 adults in Barbados have diabetes? Did you know diabetes is one of the leading causes of vision loss in the world? Regular eye screening can save your eyes. Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243-3937.